Okay, so you're planning an Iceland trip. And let's be real. Um, choosing a hotel can feel like a choose-your-own-adventure novel,
With way too many endings.
with way too many endings.
Right. Especially in Iceland, it seems like every corner you turn, there's like another breathtaking view
Exactly.
and another hotel just vying for your attention.
But hey, that's why we're here. We're diving into the Keahotels Brochure
Yes.
because they seem to have a really solid range of options all over the country.
They do.
From city center stays to like those tucked away escapes, Key Hotels seem to have thought of everything.
They have.
So our mission for you today is to help you navigate all these choices and find that perfect Key Hotel that fits your travel style, whether you're all about soaking in the city vibes or
Yeah.
chasing waterfalls in the countryside.
And maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of city vibes, Key Hotels has a whole cluster of hotels right in the heart of Reykjavik. But glancing through the brochure, I'm already seeing a ton of variety,
Absolutely.
even within those central locations.
And that's something I appreciate about Key Hotels.
Yeah.
They haven't just created one cookie-cutter experience.
Right.
Each hotel really reflects a different side of Reykjavik's character.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Let's say you're someone who's really drawn to that timeless elegance,
Yes.
maybe a bit of Art Deco glamour.
Mm-hmm.
What about Hotel Borg? It caught my eye
It's iconic.
right away in this brochure.
Imagine stepping back in time to the 1930s when Hotel Borg was the place to be.
Oh, wow.
The brochure mentions their cocktail bar, still with those original velvet booths and a menu of classic cocktails.
Oh, I can only imagine.
I can practically taste the history.
And for those who geek out over architecture, like I do,
Yes.
the brochure mentions that it was designed by Gregre Samuelson.
The same architect who designed the Hallgrímskirkja church. That striking expressionist church you see in every Iceland travel blog ever?
Okay, that's a pretty impressive claim to fame.
It is.
I'm adding that to my mental list of must-sees now.
Yes.
But let's say you prefer your hotels a little cozier,
Okay.
with a bit more of that intimate boutique feel. What about Apotek Hotel?
Yes.
That name alone piqued my curiosity.
I love that you picked up on that.
Yeah.
The building actually used to be Reykjavik's pharmacy.
Oh, really?
And they've kept some of those original features,
I think
which
that's
I think adds such a unique charm.
Oh, I love when hotels lean into their history like that.
Yeah. It's all in the details, right?
Yes.
And beyond the building itself, Apotek Hotel's location is fantastic.
Okay.
For anyone who wants to be in the thick of things, it's right in the heart of the shopping and cultural district, so you're steps away from galleries, boutiques,
Nice.
all the delicious food Reykjavik has to offer.
Speaking of delicious food, San Hotel also caught my eye.
Okay.
And not just because of the name, although I am imagining some incredible pastries.
Well, get ready for a sugar rush because their famous Sandholt Bakery is right downstairs, over a century old and still going strong.
Wow.
But even beyond the baked goods, this hotel has an incredible story to tell.
Okay, what's the story?
It's built around the birthplace of Halldór Laxness.
Iceland's only Nobel Prize winner in literature. Talk about bragging rights.
Right. Imagine telling people you stayed at the hotel where a Nobel laureate was born.
It's awesome.
That's a story for the scrapbook.
Okay, but let's say you're someone who loves being near the action, but maybe doesn't want to be right in the thick of it 24/7.
Right.
Reykjavik Lights Hotel, am I right?
You're reading my mind.
Yeah.
It's just outside the city center,
Okay.
closer to Laugardalur, which
Yeah.
is a bit of an oasis within the city.
An oasis with a Norse twist, right?
Yeah.
Because if I'm remembering the brochure correctly, the rooms here are themed around the Norse calendar.
Yes, definitely unique.
That's a fun touch.
It seems like Key Hotels put a lot of thought into those little details that make each hotel feel special.
Right.
But Laugardalur itself is worth exploring.
Okay.
They have a beautiful botanical garden, the largest swimming pool in Iceland.
I'm already picturing myself relaxing by the pool after a long day of exploring.
And if you're traveling with kids, they even have a zoo, so it's a great option for families or anyone who wants a little more nature alongside their city adventures.
Okay, so we've covered some fantastic options right in the heart of Reykjavik.
We have.
But I know you're itching to explore beyond the capital, right?
Always up for an adventure.
What's next on our Kia Hotel itinerary? Well, Kia Hotels has a couple of options further afield that are calling your name,
Okay.
specifically in Akureyri and
Yes.
Siglufjörður.
Ooh.
I'll admit I had to double-check my Icelandic pronunciation there
No worries.
before we started recording.
Those names can be a mouthful, but they're worth practicing because these towns are located in northern Iceland, a region known for its dramatic landscapes and those incredible fjords you hear so much about.
Fjords, mountains, charming fishing villages.
Yeah.
It sounds like something out of a postcard.
It really is.
Yeah.
Akureyri especially is a great home base for exploring the north.
Okay.
It's Iceland's second largest city, often called the capital of the north.
Oh, wow.
So you get that bustling city energy, but with incredible nature right on your doorstep.
Okay, so not exactly a sleepy little town then.
Not quite, but it still has that friendly, small-town vibe that Iceland is known for.
Okay.
And speaking of classic Iceland,
Yes.
Kia's hotel there, Hotel Kia, definitely leans into that timeless elegance.
I'm seeing that word classic pop up a lot in this brochure.
Right?
But I get the feeling each hotel wears it in a different way.
They do, yeah.
What makes Hotel Kia stand out?
Well, you're in for some seriously stunning fjord views.
Ooh.
Imagine waking up to those snow-capped peaks reflected in the water, maybe with a cup of coffee in hand.
Okay, you had me at fjord views.
Yes.
That's definitely a selling point. But for those who want to go even further off the beaten path,
Yes.
there's Siglo Hotel in Siglufjörður.
Now, this one is truly special.
I
Siglufjörður is tucked away between towering mountains and the sea. It's the kind of place where you can truly unplug and soak in the peace and quiet of Iceland's natural beauty.
It sounds magical. If you're looking for a digital detox, this is it.
Absolutely, and the hotel itself reflects that tranquil atmosphere.
Okay.
Think cozy interiors, maybe a crackling fireplace after a day of exploring the wild landscapes.
Yeah.
It's a chance to reconnect with nature and with yourself.
Okay, I'm adding that to my must-visit for pure relaxation list.
Yes.
But I have to admit, all this talk of the North has me craving a bit of adventure.
Okay.
What about South Iceland?
Yes.
I know it's famous for its own kind of dramatic scenery.
You're right. South Iceland is a whole other world of wonders.
Tell me more.
It's where you'll find those black sand beaches, glaciers, waterfalls, and of course the Keahotels has you covered there too.
Where are we headed next?
Let's start with Hotel Katla.
Okay.
The brochure describes it as having modern rustic charm, which I think is the perfect way to sum up its aesthetic. But the real draw here is the location.
Okay.
Imagine this. Dramatic black sand beaches stretching for miles, the waves crashing against the shore, glaciers glistening in the distance. That's the backdrop to your stay at Hotel Katla.
Okay, you've officially captured my imagination.
Yeah.
It sounds like the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation. Are we talking cozy evenings by the fire after a day of exploring those landscapes?
Exactly. And speaking of incredible locations, we can't forget about Hotel Grimsborger.
Okay.
This one's for those who want to be in the heart of the action. But in this case, the action is the Golden Circle.
The Golden Circle.
Yeah.
That's one of those names I've definitely heard before.
Yes.
Even in my pre-Iceland obsession days, but to be honest, I couldn't point it out on a map.
Well, consider this your crash course.
Okay.
The Golden Circle is basically a legendary driving route that packs a ton of Iceland's most iconic sites into one loop.
Okay.
So if you're short on time or just want to make sure you hit those must-sees, it's the perfect itinerary.
And Hotel Grimsborger is right in the middle of it all.
You got it. We're talking prime access to spots like Gullfoss Waterfall.
Yes.
Which is known for its sheer power and beauty. You've probably seen pictures of it without even realizing it.
I bet I have. I'm a sucker for a good waterfall photo.
And then there's Thingvellir National Park.
Okay.
Which is not only visually stunning, but also incredibly significant from a historical perspective.
Okay.
This is where the Icelandic parliament was founded over 1,000 years ago.
Okay, so history and those incredible Icelandic landscapes.
Yes.
Hotel Grimsborger is ticking all the boxes so far.
It is.
What else have we got?
Well, I know you're all about those little details that make a hotel stay special.
You know me too well.
How does a hot tub in every single room sound?
Okay, that's a tough one to beat.
Right.
Imagine spending the day exploring waterfalls and geysers,
Yes.
then coming back to your own private hot tub with those incredible views. Sign me up.
It's the perfect way to unwind after a day of soaking up all that Icelandic beauty.
It's almost too much.
It's like something out of a dream, right?
It is.
And it just goes to show how much thought Keahotels has put into these locations.
Yeah.
They're not just providing a place to sleep. They're creating opportunities for unique, unforgettable experiences.
You said it. Okay. I think it's safe to say we've covered some serious ground here.
We have.
We've gone from those stylish city escapes in Reykjavik to the peaceful fjords of the north.
Yes.
Even those adventure-ready landscapes of the south. I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
In the best way possible, of course.
Yes, in the best way possible.
But you're right, we've thrown a lot of information your way.
So as we start to wrap things up, is there any advice you'd give to our listener who's maybe feeling a little overwhelmed by all these amazing choices? How do you even begin to narrow it down?
Well, I think it all comes back to that question we posed at the beginning. What kind of experience are you hoping to create during your time in Iceland?
Right, because Iceland has so many different sides to it, from those bustling cities to those untouched natural landscapes.
Exactly. Are you someone who thrives in the city, loves being in the heart of the action? Or are you more drawn to those quieter corners, those places where you can truly disconnect and recharge?
Maybe even a mix of both.
Right.
I know for me, I'd have a hard time resisting those city vibes in Reykjavik.
Yes.
But those fjords are calling my name, too.
And that's the beauty of it. Keahotels has options for every travel style and interest, so you really can't go wrong.
You really do. And if this deep dive has taught us anything, it's that one trip to Iceland might not be enough.
Right.
You might just have to plan a return visit to experience all the different sides of this incredible country and all the different key hotels, of course.
Now that's a plan I can get behind.
There you go. I think that's the perfect note to end on.
I agree.
So from breathtaking landscapes to those cozy and oh-so-stylish hotels, Keahotels really does offer a taste of everything that makes Iceland so special.
It is.
Safe travels, everyone.